what could you say that make them go, oh yeah, maybe that would be useful?
Well, I think first of all, people need to, instead of being fearful of it, is actually try it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Just work with it. I
Yeah.
think one of the things is it does is I think what scares people is that if you spoke to someone about a subject, right, they would go, an average person, they would go, talk about the subject, they'd go all around the houses, and you'd probably be speaking about a subject for an hour,
Mm.
right? On average, people talk, they waffle. Um, Whereas AI, ask, right, can you explain this, and you get very precise. When you're prompting, it's really good to do that. Just get
Mm-mm.
exactly what you want, and it within seconds, it's come up with something.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
that doesn't always mean that everything they come up with is how you regurgitate it back to people.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I feel that what it does, it gets it in a concise way that you can go, right, okay, pinpoint that, boom, 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 boom. And I think to me, academia will be very important with AI. I think
Good.
it's useful because I think there's too many people in academia now who are very um, they've got great ideas academically, but they
Mm,
don't work in this real world
mm,
society.
mm, mm,
That's one issue. I
mm,
think the second one, I think why, and this is applies to spiritual people, is that spiritual people do know certain things, but a lot of it is also what they know is also kind of misled, and also a lot of it was urban myth. So a lot of it is when they've been talking to people.
That's not going to go down very well, is it? That's
Well,
not going to be a popular comment.
I'm,
No,
I'm,
carry on. I'm loving it, but go
no,
on.
no, I'm being honest though, because
Yeah,
there are
you
people who come up with stuff, and it's like they come up with something and they say something, and you're like, oh, this word means this, and da da da, and I'm like, and because I've always studied dictionary and words, and I've always been a wordsmith in that respect, written poems, several. And like some people I've heard say things, and I'm like, this means that. I'm like, no, it's from the Latin word meaning this, and this means this, and this. And when you tell someone, they hate you for it.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking at it and I'm like, but what you're telling people is bollocks. It's like it's like the person who's blagging you with snake oil that if you have snake oil, all your ills, all your ailments will be
Well,
cured. And that's where I think holistic therapists have got to be very careful because people are starting to get smart and they're not just going to believe any old trap.
Well, the
You know,
thing is, unfortunately, I think they do believe any old shit. When I go online, and I'm not into conspiracy theories, but I do acknowledge there's some weird stuff going on in the
yeah,
world, and there are things that are very concerning.